Hello, welcome in daily newspaper editorial audio program. Now headline: Bachelor Nationalism Times of India. The looming threat of federalism and democratic tensions. The Hindu. Now headline in detail: Bachelor Nationalism Times of India. Why those big scary words are crucial for India. GOSI decisions to ban all formulation of the drug Nimesulide, widely used as animal painkiller because of its toxicity to volunteers, is a familiar story. Diclofenac was banned in 2006 for the same reason. So was ketoprofen and hexaphonins, but these moves have done little to revive vulture population. There are two main reasons for this. First, despite the bans and restrictions, enforcement is lax. Slide continue to be available in rural markets. Second, vultures produce very slowly, making reviving their number a big challenge. Vultures as a keystone species are vital for the ecology. No other animal does the job of naturally disposing of animal carcasses as these big birds show their rapid decline in the country from 40 before 1993 to near extinction is a huge problem. In fact, a study earlier this year linked the decline of vulture population to an indirect increase in human deaths. The found feral dogs and rats are not only poor scavengers but also spread disease among humans. Therefore, a three-step solution is in order. First, continuously monitor voluntary ducks for toxicity to vultures. Second, involve alternatives and stopgap measures such as restricting the vial size of diclofenac and 3 ml to prevent livestock use, and third, ramp up vulture breeding programs through creation of vulture safe zone where the toxic drugs are strictly banned. Vulture conservation must become center to all ecological conservation efforts. The looming threat of federalism and democratic trends. The Hindu. One nation, one election should not become a device for the centralism of power. Issues such as a strengthening of anti-defection law cannot be glossed over. Abhijay A. and Thiruvankurasu S. Abhijay A. is a political analyst, poet, and an independent researcher. Thiruvankurapu S. is a junior research fellow, Department of Defense and Strategic Studies, University of Madras. The ruling government led by the Bharatiya Janata Party National Democratic Alliance has been pursuing the One Nation One Election framework (ONOE) with all seriousness. The proposal seeks to synchronize the Lok Sabha and State Assembly election under one single electoral cycle. While the advocates of the ONOE have cited several administrative and physical efficiencies, its opponents point to the far-reaching consequences of this plan on the democratic and federalist character of India as laid out in the Constitution of India. The historical context. Simultaneous elections are not something very new in India. During the initial years after independence, the Election Commission of India (ECI) used to conduct simultaneous elections for both parliament and state assemblies. But this cycle of cooperating federalism was disturbed at very outset with the appearance and imposition of Article 356, which is popularly known as President Rule. When this was done for the first time in Kerala in 1959, an element of federal overreach began to take hold of the union-state relations as the will of the union appeared to override state autonomy. The arrangement was essentially meant to be a constitutional mechanism and provided for restoring normalcy in a state where governance had become well high impossible. federal structure under siege. The federal system of India, being a basic feature of India democracy, enables states to function as relative independent units in solving problems of a localized nature. State elections that would have to be held along with the national elections would blur and impair the ability of electors and evaluate the performance of the state government. If the ONOE is held, and if there happens to be a midterm ONOE, then state governments which were elected only for abbreviated tenures would breach the democratic principle of one person, one vote, one value. In case a state government falls midterm, say after 3 years, the ONOE would lead to elections for a new government that would serve only the remaining time in the synchronized electoral cycle roughly 2 hours. Address the issue first. There needs to be reflection before the ONOE can be exposed for physical and administrative efficiency. There is a need to revisit some of the systemic challenges that plague state government. There needs to be course corrected to ensure that the ONOE does not become a device for the centralism of power without addressing issues such as the misuse of Article 356, a strengthening of anti-defection law, and the issue of the stability of state governments. The federal character of the constitution is not an arrangement of producer but a recognition of the diversity and the plurality that constitute the country. Forcing state to fall in line with a unified electoral cycle unduly erodes the autonomy of state and dilutes the democratic essence of governance. As long as these fundamental areas remain unsorted, the ONOE, rather than solving those structural vulnerabilities, may end up making them starker. True democratic governance requires much more than a routine exercise of simultaneous elections. It is an imperative commitment of the letter and spirit of federalism to the strengthening state government as equal partner in the federal polity of India.